like that one.
I used to sound really good at this.
I want you.
I used to be really good at this thing.
Pastels to anyone who remains curious, because I think it's a great way to, but they still act a lot like oil paints in that you can blend them. It's just a different way to apply them.
Tip number 5.
I paint. I think I'm happy with the colours I chose. I think.
Hey YouTube. It's 2022, y'all. What's up? I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? How's it going? Make any goals this year? Have any good food? I have had a weird couple of weeks. My job, hi, I'm Teal, in case you didn't know. I'm gonna talk to you while I crochet. I'm working on this shawl for like when I'm cold around the house. Because when I get cold, it's mostly like my arms and like my torso. And like a shawl is nice and easy to like keep on you while you walk around and traipse around the house. So if you don't know, I work at a preschool full time to pay bills in the meantime while I try to make this art empire work for me. Yeah, so for the week of Christmas, we were open for a couple of days at work, and then but I was feeling sick, so that like Sunday and Monday I had a runny nose, and it was mostly like at night, and I'm notorious for a runny nose. And then on Tuesday I felt like I could lose my mind. My nose was running all day long no matter what medicine I took. So I scheduled an appointment to get a COVID test, because I have a lot of allergies. That's why I didn't do it for like Sunday or Monday, and then I didn't understand the weight of Omicron yet. But then also that day, while I was still at work before I got the test, one of the kids went home early, and it turns out their parent had tested positive, and so that they were gonna go get tested, and they tested positive, and it was one of the kids in my class. So my class was closed, and I couldn't go back to work, which was fine. And then that night, Jazz, my partner, wasn't feeling well, and so they did a rapid test the next day, and they tested positive. I was sick for a week and a half with like all the key like symptoms from Omicron for like people who are vaccinated. I also got my booster in October, so like yeah. But yeah, so between my 2 rapid tests and a PCR, they all tested negative, but I quarantined anyway. But it was really strange because I was also house sitting, and like not just house sitting, I was like dog sitting and cat sitting, and then I was also fish sitting, and then also their neighbor asked me to feed their rabbit and bearded dragon while I was there. So I was zoo sitting for a week, and because Jazz wasn't feeling well, they weren't joining me. So it was really weird, and like that went through Christmas, so we couldn't see family that's in town, and then we had planned to go to Florida, that's where I'm from, to visit our other parents, and we ended up having to cancel that because our quarantine pushed past the like key date to go, and my job was closed anyway the week like this past week, basically the week between Christmas and New Year's. My job actually ended up closing a day early. We were going to stay open on Thursday before Christmas, but we closed because everybody was testing positive, and it was wild. It just wasn't worth it to like just close, 2 or 3 classrooms and worry about an extra day. So now it's January 1st, and I've had like a lot of self-reflection time and time to work on drawing, and I've been joining Autumn Chu's sketchbook sessions. They're for her patrons. It's like a Discord session where we all look at these references that she's collected and draw. It's been really cool. Here, I'll show you a couple of the drawings that I've done. Some of my favorites here. So like some of them will be like blind drawing, where you don't look at what you're drawing on, like you don't look at the paper, and then some are like timed, so this was like 3 minutes or something like that. I can't read that from here. But yeah, we've also done like studies of Matisse. It's been really cool. It's been really inspirational and creative for me. I'm actually more than halfway through my sketchbook now, which is cool. See, I just have that much left. I've done all of this. Let's see, what else have I done? I've thought about like my goals, I guess you could say. So I saw on TikTok, I originally wasn't going to really do any goals because I just didn't want to be disappointed or upset if I didn't finish anything. But I saw on TikTok this guy who like goal dumped. So basically there's like these 4 categories: improving, eliminating, having, and being. And you put 20 goals for each one. And like the whole basis or whatever is like complete at least 15 goals in the year or whatever. And it just made a lot of sense to me to have 80 goals in mind and just, do a couple of them. It doesn't feel overwhelming like it might seem. It feels a little bit more freeing because I'm not expected to complete all of it. It's kind of like just putting it out into the void, putting the energy out there that these things will happen. So I have like, see all my goals, and a lot of them ended up overlapping, like things like being more healthy, and just working on like my drawing and my illustrations and working towards becoming a full-time artist. A lot of it like overlapped between the categories and between goals. And then a couple other things that I decided was I was going to make 3-month goals that were very attainable, because I have a habit of making goals that are unattainable. But before that, I did make 2 goals that are very specific for the year. One is read 30 books. This was my goal last year. I only read 14. That's just how the dice rolled, and that's okay. I've been reading a lot more the past like month or 2. So I'm hoping that will just keep going. I've bought 4 books, like fiction books, and then I have 2 art of books to read. I have a few books like online. If you need books online, if you get the app Libby, you can read books online from your library. If you don't have a library card, the county that I'm from, Broward County, you can, no matter where you are, you can sign up for a library card, like a digital library card, and you can use that to sign into Libby, and you can read whatever they have. It's pretty cool, and Broward actually has a great selection of books. Like when I go looking for books, I would say I find the books that I want like 70% of the time. But yeah, okay, random plug. Well, it's been 9 minutes already. I mean, I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. It's nice to see you. Another specific goal for the year I made was to make more than $1,903.25 from art. That's what I made last year, and I realized I didn't include my Patreon income because I kind of forgot about it. My Patreon is not very big right now, so the funds that I get from it are pretty much equal to the funds that I spend on other patrons. So like I'm a patron of Franerd and Mini Small and Monkey Mintaka, so my funds just kind of automatically go to other artists. And I'm hoping this year it will grow a lot more so I can actually feel the impact of having a Patreon. But that's something I need to work on, is being more consistent on social media and such, so that can happen. So back to my 3-month goals. One thing is save $300. So a lot of my overlapping goals in the big goal dump were to save money and to like have a better credit score and just in general be financially smart. So I have a goal to save $300. Another goal is to reach out to literary agents for like illustration. I also want to make 5 portfolio pieces. So I like personally in my own time, I mean it's all my own time, I've been making illustration, like digital illustrations, kind of geared toward kidlit, I would say, or maybe even like teen or young adult. So when I say portfolio pieces, I mean like pretty much for that, but also like, you know, original art too. Another big goal of mine is to not drink soda this year. I've tried this before and I've failed several times. There's so much sugar in soda, but soda just tastes so good. So I'm gonna try not drinking any soda. I also want to work out twice a week. I'm really terrible at creating workout habits. I also want to cook once a week. If you know me, I don't like to cook. That is changing though. I've actually like started to enjoy cooking a little bit more. Last night I made Kung Pao chicken in a slow cooker. I'm impressed with myself. Everybody really liked it. Another goal is to finish this shawl, which I think will happen very soon. It's pretty big. I don't know exactly how big I want it to be, but right now it does cover my arms completely. And then another goal that I have is to finish this blanket. So when I was still at home, like in Florida, like in high school, someone my mom knew crocheted me this giant king-size blue blanket, and I love it. It's so comfortable. It's so wonderful. It makes me so happy. I love it so much. But I don't like blue. And I asked my mom if she remembered, if she knew who made it, or like if she could tell me who made it, so I could ask for a black one, because I like black, and she couldn't remember who made it. So with my new crochet skills, I researched what kind of stitch it was, and I figured it out, and now I'm making my own king-sized black crocheted blanket to mimic the other one, but be in a color that I like. I think that's mainly what I wanted to talk about. What else have I done? I've caught up on pen pal letters. I'm in a pen pal group. Actually, it was my turn we have a traveling sketchbook, and it was my turn to paint in it, so I did. I've been holding on to it for at least a month, probably longer. I also got some new art supplies. So I got some Caran Luminance colored pencils because they're lovely, and I got Tombow markers because I really like to sketch with markers, but I wanted higher quality markers and more of them. For reference, I was using mild liners before. I want to show you the colors that I got. So these are the colors that I got. These are the luminance pencils, and then these are the Tombows. I got 2 sets. I love them so far. Love them, love them. And then another thing that I did was I got a palette and pans, because I've been using this huge gifted palette that mostly has artist grade paints, which are not artist grade, student grade paints, which are not great. And I've been really feeling it like holding me back. But I have professional grade paints. I just never had them in a palette convenient to me. So now I have done that. Now I have that. These are the colors that I chose for it. Very nice, yes. And yeah, I think you're up to date now. I really hope to make more YouTube videos for you guys. I miss doing this. Another, like, an obstacle that might keep me from being super successful at this is I don't have my computer anymore. Please ignore this computer. It doesn't have memory. But I had a Surface Pro. I mean, I still have it. It's just glitching out. Like, it's not really working anymore. So I can't use it to edit videos. So I'm using my phone to film now and using iMovie to edit. So we'll see how it goes. The sun is coming out to make this video look crazy. Yeah, that's okay. Bye.